Why do we fail? You know, I'm in a season of my life right now where some things that I'm trying are just failing, and it's so easy to get down on ourselves and to wallow in self-pity and allow that negative self-talk to take over and completely just stall us in our efforts to move forward, continue with our dream, or even think it's possible. So I read a quote just recently. It said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal. It's the courage to continue that counts." And I just really like that, because it is so courageous to get back up off your face after you have failed and failed and failed at something, because it's embarrassing. It's embarrassing to allow other people know that you have failed and then continue trying to do it. It's embarrassing and it sucks, but we can also take and learn from it. So maybe you're sitting at a point in your life where you feel like you've tried something and it has been a failure. It has sucked, you have sucked at it, and you're just failing, or feel like you're failing. Negative self-talk sets in and you start thinking, what was I thinking? I suck, I'm no good at this, I can't believe I even tried this. I knew this wouldn't work. Everyone else who said it wouldn't work, they're all right. They're all right about that. I'm not good enough, and I don't know enough to do what I'm trying to do to build a dream, my dream. All of that is not true, and you need to knock out all of that negative self-talk immediately. Today I just wanted to share a couple things that I was going over for myself as well, about failure and why I think we fail and how we can get rid of that. And so I want to share that with you. If you're just running on one of my videos, my name is Lindsay Ali, and I'm a stay-at-home, work-at-home mom. I started my own cake decorating business in my home years ago, and it was at the same time I started taking control of my health and my fitness. I lost 80, 50, and 50 pounds after each of my pregnancies, and still on the road to lose another 60, 70 more. And it has launched me into an online business where I'm coaching people in health and fitness and business. And I'm in my car today because it's VBS week and my kids are in VBS and I get some alone time. So why do we fail? Number one is belief. I don't think that we believe in ourselves enough. We maybe when we start something new, a process, and we have one foot in and one foot out, and we're ready to bolt as soon as something goes wrong or it doesn't work out the first time or the right way. We've got one foot in and one foot out the door so that we can run. We don't have full belief in ourselves. And what I've learned over the past few years with having my own business is that belief is a huge part of it. Our mindset is a huge part of someone getting into something and starting something, whether that's with business or your health and your fitness or whatever in your life. If they don't have the right mindset or get it quick and continue on that mindset, then they're gonna quit. You know, sometimes it takes longer than others, but I think that those who get into building their mindset up will do better in the long run. Maybe their success is not quick, but they do better. They don't give up, they don't quit. Now, I've known people who, you know, I would try to encourage and I give them all of the good advice and quotes and stuff like that from great personal development books, and they knew them before I ever could finish spitting out the quote. They knew it, they had that stuff in their head, but they weren't believing it, and they ended up quitting. They knew the stuff, they knew the quotes, they knew the push, the motivation, and what to say, and knew what I was gonna say, but they didn't let it sink in, and they didn't believe in themselves enough to hear what was being said and believe it. So belief is huge, mindset is huge, and so if you're in a spot where you feel like you're failing or you have failed but you don't want to quit, change your mindset, change your vocabulary from I'm going to try to I will. Get both feet in, not one foot out ready to bolt. Commit and believe in yourself and tell yourself good, positive things. The second one that I came across was we allow other people to label us. Like, you're not going to be able to make money doing that. You know, your whole family is at this income level. You'll never be up here. Or with weight loss or health and fitness, your family tree is all overweight, very sickly people. That is going to be your life as well. You need to get used to it. And for me, that's mine. Like, my family tree is not healthy. We have bigger people in our family, and some of my family is very sickly, and I do not and will not allow that label to be placed on me. Just because they're like that does not mean I have to be. Do I have that little bit to work against me? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's something I'm gonna have to overcome. But does it have to establish and dictate where my future is going to be? Absolutely not. It doesn't have to be, and it won't be. And don't allow people to put you in a box or put you on a label. If you want to make more money or do something different with your life as far as your career goes, or if you want to lose weight and be healthier and live longer, better quality life than your family tree, then don't let people put you in a box, and don't let them label you. I think that that is another reason why we fail. We don't believe, and we allow other people to label us. Let's see, the other one I have here, you don't want to rock the boat. Okay, so this is me. You have a fear of starting something and talking to people about what you're doing, and, you know, maybe it'll offend them, or maybe they'll not believe in what you're trying to do and think that you're crazy. You know, like, I'm in an MLM, so talking to people about being in an MLM, some are like, whatever, that thing is a scam. Isn't that a pyramid scheme? Well, pyramid schemes are illegal, so no, that's not. And pyramid schemes don't have products. Typically, I think I read something. Anyway, we have a valuable product that people benefit from. So it's not a pyramid scheme, but the thought of someone thinking that, and good Lord, saying it to me, my heart just like pounds, right? So that fear of talking to someone about, you know, something that you think that they would benefit from if they had an open mind, you just don't want to rock the boat. You know, you see a lake that is just completely smooth and looks like glass or ice, and you're that pebble that gets thrown in and makes all the ripples go out, right? Those ripples were caused because of you, and you just don't want to bring all that attention on you. I totally get this one. It spoke to me, and I was like, I gotta share that one, because you know, we don't have to be pushy. We just share what works for us. If someone doesn't like it, okay, fine. You don't like it, you don't want it, no big deal. It's working for me, and I'm going to continue talking about it, and those right people, I think, will be attracted to us. So the next one, number 5, that I wrote down that I wanted to share with you guys is that maybe we feel like it can't get any better than where we're at now. You know, like, you've reached the top of the ladder as far as your career goes. You know, maybe for me right now, I could probably say, well, I've already lost 80, 50, and 50 pounds. I can't go anymore. I mean, I'm just at the max of what I can do, and that's just not true. I just have to keep changing more things, you know, stricter, because I've kind of been at a standstill with my weight, and it's because I need to get even more strict. You know, you get strict and you see results, and now I need to get more strict. But there doesn't have to be a ceiling there, you know. And here's another thing I thought about as far as this one goes. I once had this thought in my mind. I feel like I was successful at volleyball. I played in high school, I played club, and I had a great run. I got into the papers a couple of times, and, you know, I was just, I was on top of the world with my volleyball career at the time. I went to college, I got to play in college, and I did well for myself with that. I got an education because of my play, and at one point in starting my business, I felt like, well, I already had success in one area. Like, I did so good in volleyball, I'm not gonna have success in anything else that I do. I mean, like, I'm just a mom now. Like, that's my job, and I'm great at that, so that's just where I'm gonna be, right? Gotta look at the time so I go pick up my kids on time. I just thought that was where I was gonna be, and it wasn't going to, you know, I had the success over here. Why was I gonna have success over here with this? It just, my time was over. My time was done. That's what I thought. I don't think that's true. It goes back to number one. I have to believe in myself that I can be successful at this. I worked so hard to be where I was with volleyball. I have to apply that same commitment and consistency and persistence in anything else that I do. So take a time in your life when maybe you were successful, and what did you do? And what can you apply that to in your life now that you're trying to hit, the goals you're trying to hit, whether your health, your fitness, in your career, or whatever. Just there's no ceiling to where you're at. You can break through that ceiling and go higher. And just because you are successful in one area doesn't mean you can't continue to be successful in that area or any other areas. I look back and think, I can't believe I had that thought back then, but I did. And sometimes it can still creep in. And the last one is the fear of overwhelm and confusion. This is a big one for me. There are so many shiny objects out there, right? There's do this to grow your business, do that to grow your business, do this, you have to do this, you have to have this tool, blah blah blah. With your health and fitness, it's you have to do this program, you have to drink this shake, you have to do this wrap, you have to do this pill, you have to do this particular gym, and that's it. That's the only thing that works. There are so many shiny objects out there about what we're supposed to do that it gets so overwhelming. And I'm sure you can apply that to any area of your life, in your career or in your family. You know, you're supposed to be doing this with your family, you're supposed to be doing this with your family, you're supposed to be doing this so that your kids know this and they act like this, and when they grow up they follow this. Oh my God, there's so much out there that we should be doing that we're so overwhelmed it paralyzes us, and we don't do anything. And we don't even do the little things, maybe the little things that we were already doing before the overwhelm and confusion and drowning in all of these ideas hit us. We just need to take a deep breath. We need to decide what makes us happy. We need to decide what we want to do. We need to believe in ourselves, change our self-talk to us. Don't let people put labels or boxes around us, and know that we can be successful. No matter if we've reached success before or we feel like we're at the ceiling, we can break through that and we can keep going. So I just, you know, in a time where I've tried something and, you know, haven't seen as success, or like with my weight, I am at a standstill. I just feel like I needed to read some of these things, and I knew that I had to share them because I'm sure there's other people out there. I'm sure you can relate, and if you can, I'd love to hear from you below what you're struggling with and what you're trying to break free from, and you know, just how you can move forward in doing what you're wanting to do with whatever goals you have set for yourself. We fail over and over and over again before we get to success. I truly believe, and I can see and I can feel the road's not a straight one, and it's not a just beeline to success. So we've got to fail, and through that we are learning what works and what doesn't work. So we're learning our character and then how we react to those things, and that builds our character so that when something else happens that doesn't go our way, we can react even better. I just think that it's building and shaping our character and getting us ready for when success does happen. We're gonna be ready for it because we've already been through all the crap beforehand, right? So, and I think also not only does it shape and form our character, it also helps us to be in a spot where down the road we're going to be able to help someone else who, you know, is experiencing what we've already experienced. We can help them through it, you know. I think that's what happens in, you know, business. And for me, my weight loss, you know, I am at a point further than someone else, and I may be able to help them over the hump back there because I've been there. Or, you know, I had something traumatic in my life happen. I can use that in the future. I may be able to help someone else who experiences the same thing. Shapes and forms our character, but also allows us to one day maybe help other people. So anyway, I just wanted to share those with you because I thought they were good and I needed to hear them, and I know there's other people that need to hear them too. I've got to go in and get my kids from BBS. And that's all I have for you guys. I would love to hear from you below. Tell me where you're watching in from and what you are working on, your big dream that you're working on in any area of your life that you feel like you're just at a standstill, you feel like you failed, you have failed, but you're picking yourself back up. Just let me know where you're at. I'd love to give you a little encouraging push and hand claps for those successes, and that is all. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.